So this is the top 10 albums of the year, hosted by.
And my name's Jack.
No, what's your actual channel?
Oh, so the channel's Code Walsh, isn't it?
That's it.
You already know that.
I'm Frank the Pole.
Frank the Pole.
Indeed.
So yeah, we're doing our top 10 albums of the year. We mainly listen to rap, so it's going to be heavily on the rap side of things.
Yeah.
Very biased towards that.
I mean, it's a top 10, so
It's top 10.
it's gonna be biased anyway.
Did you do it on favourites or like almost like objective quality?
I did it on what I came back to the most,
Yeah.
what songs stuck out to me,
Mm-hmm.
and then I guess the higher up you get, the more songs I like from the album. So for me, how I determine if I like an album is if I can listen to every song on it and like it.
Mm-hmm.
So it sort of trickles down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
the
you
lower
want
half is like
an album. You want to like the whole thing. You can't be like, oh, I like all like these 5 songs, but these 6 other songs.
Exactly.
Not like it.
But I mean, it does get like that on the list. So
Sometimes.
So I'm saying that there's
I
a
think you
few.
like anime.
I do like anime.
Okay. I'm gonna have to start off with apologies. So I can't be bothered to mess around with the camera, so we're gonna carry on doing this. The show must go on, but it's gonna be audio, and I'm gonna edit over it.
Indeed.
I'm sorry. But yeah, to catch you up again, number 10 for Frank was the Members Only mixtape. Okay, I changed it about 3 times, but I'm gonna land on I Am I Was because it's nominated for a Grammy.
On the technicality,
On the technicality. And then I said number 9. Yeah, I don't know if it got
I say you
picked up, but my number 9 is Slow Ties, Nothing Great About Britain. I think he hit like the political climate well. He struck a chord with a lot of people in England, and he's blown up internationally as well. He's like your favourite artist. He's had an amazing year, and to have a good album as well, with songs with Skepta, songs like Ladies that he performed on Colours,
Ladies is lit. For the ladies.
and then the fucking creme de la creme, Tea and Biscuits.
Yeah,
it's like
but
one of my favourite
Are we gonna
songs.
count that?
But that's on the album, isn't
I
it?
know it's on the album.
It's on the album.
It's like French
part of the
Montana.
album.
It's like what French Montana did though.
What did French Montana do?
He put his like all his biggest hits into his new album, so it boosts the streams. Cheeky guy.
Oh yeah, and Post Malone did that with his album as well,
Yeah.
didn't he?
Yeah. So I'm not necessarily good. I'm not gonna count. I guess it's a single, but at the same time, I feel like it is just a good move to put your biggest song into an album.
It's a fucking good song though.
But it's
Drug dealer.
I went like that's a 2018 song though.
Yeah.
Sticky one still.
What's your number 9?
Oh, my number 9. All My Heroes Are Cornballs.
Really?
Number 9.
Mad. I didn't expect that.
Number 9.
I didn't expect that. You know.
What you thought would be higher?
I didn't expect it to be on your top 10.
It's in my top 10, mainly because of Grammy Waifu and also Beta Male Strategies.
Yeah.
That fucking sample, man. Ain't no conversation. And also the show as well. The show definitely changed.
Bro, I hope
that.
that video is gonna be out by the time
Hopefully.
this one comes
I
out.
highly doubt it, but maybe.
That was like a month ago.
They take time with this shit. But for those that don't know, we might be featuring a music video.
Might be. we were at the venue that they were recording.
Ain't no details. But yeah, no, I think his overall. I enjoy JPEG Mafia. I still struggle to listen to him in like an album format,
Yeah.
just because of the way things are structured.
Mhm.
I enjoy the fact that it's not supposed to be conventional. I enjoy the fact that it's very out there. But that being said, my favourite song hands down Grammy Waifu.
I
And
think
it's-
Jesus Forgive Me, I'm a Thought. That is like one of my favourite songs of the year. That's
That's
probably
a
in my
good song
top
as well.
10, 20 of the year. I played that so many times.
I rate the versatility as well because
Yeah.
he's clearly going into like more singy style,
Yeah.
but like he's doing it in his own way,
hmm
and I rate that. So yeah, that's why it's like I wasn't sure it'd be my top 10, but I feel just because of what he's going for, and because of like a few songs that really stood out for me, I think it should be there because it is something I've come back to, and it's still something that stuck with me. So I think that's why I earned the 9th
I
spot.
kind of dropped it maybe a month or 2 after it came out. and I picked up it back again when we went to the show, but it didn't stay with me.
Yeah.
I did really like it, but it just didn't stay with me.
Similar here, man. But again, like I think.
But you just like it more than me.
Grimy Waifu stuck with me.
Yeah.
And because of that song sticking with me is why it's so high. And Betting My Strategy as well. Fucking the name itself, man, gives it away. It's fucking sick.
Number 8. You ready for number 8?
Pause. Let me just see if there's any other songs. I fucked with it heavy.
Tactics as well. That's a good song.
Fuck Tactics is good. Dot's freestyle, but are we good? I don't know if that counts really.
Well, because he just took his vocals and made a new
Yeah.
beat for it. So it's a new song, like, essentially.
Ah yes, but either way, that's number 9.
Did my man Kenny dirty though?
You probably
He took his beat away.
It is what it is, man. He's the police, so you gotta do what you gotta do.
My number 8. I think you'll be surprised about this.
Go on.
Is it Crash Talk
I'm not surprised
by
by it.
Schoolboy Q?
Not
I've
surprised.
banged that album out. I don't think it's Schoolboy's like best work, but I banged a lot of those songs out. I think I don't know. It's like he didn't go like as deep as he would usually go. It's more. It's kind of like Schoolboy's Damn, in a way.
I see where you're coming from, because like Damn was like.
It was like what you expect from Kendrick, but in like a more commercial kind of way.
For me, Crash Talk was just nowhere near Oxymoron.
No,
Oxymoron.
don't trust me. Don't worry.
Sick.
I don't think it's anywhere near like his other work, but I really enjoyed that album. Like,
I really like the Kid Cudi song on it.
fucking hell, that is an amazing song.
Yeah. I wasn't a fan
That
of the
makes me
Travis
feel
Scott
like
feature though.
weird things. No, I think Chopsticks is a little bit of a throwaway song.
I don't know why. Like literally,
Right.
how can your hook be Chopsticks?
Chopsticks. Gang Gang's a good song. Tails. Num Num Juice.
Num Num Juice is good, especially because he starts with the beat.
5,200.
I
It's a fucking
don't
sick
remember
song.
that one. But I remember Num Num Juice just because he starts without a beat, and halfway through like the
Water's
first
a good
few
song
bars.
as well.
Which one?
Water. With Lil Baby.
Yeah. I ain't got water. Got that water.
and that's the song that little girl picked up on
Yeah,
Twitter, and
that's
it
it,
fucking
yeah.
went off.
I got that water.
Water. I got that water.
That's a good. Nah, that's a good pick. Fair
I
play.
like it. It's a good album. I think people hate on it a little bit too much because they were expecting more of like an oxymoron from Schoolboy, where he was just like, I'm gonna do this thing. I don't want to go like too deep into like myself because it was like there was such a dark time in my life.
Yeah.
So he's in a better place and he's making just different type of music now.
Okay, cool. So my number 8 is a very recent album. It's just come out. I'm gonna say maybe a week or two ago.
Oh shit.
But it's City Morgue Volume 2, As Good as Dead.
Oh really?
Mate, some songs there like are a bit throwaway, but they've completely done like a new style for some bits.
Mm-hmm.
And I can also see that on the
I haven't listened to that at all yet.
on the description. It's no longer on the rap, it's on the rock.
Oh really?
The album's on the rock. And
Look at us being versatile. Rock.
that's not. I mean, that's not why, but like, I like it because City
The
Morgue.
metal rap.
City Morgue for me is the closest that you will get to trap rap. Sorry, not trap rap.
Metal rap.
Trap metal.
Trap metal.
Metal rap. Like
Yeah.
new rock. That kind. Like this is the new rock.
It's the blend. It's the blend
And
of those two genres.
When I
isn't
say
it?
new rock, I mean NU rock, because all the real G's know what NU rock is. But like yeah, like they merge the two styles together, and it's weird to see someone fucking doing like metal screams and raspy voices whilst they're talking about whipping up crack.
Mm.
Like there's something weirdly romantic about that. I don't know
Okay.
what. It's because it's like it's a mixture of two different worlds. It's like this clash, but it works so well because it paints a picture.
Okay.
Because rock is such a harsh sound, it's just so much energy to it, and when you mix those kind of energies and you talk about the whole trap aspect, it's like an interesting perspective, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I rate it, because it's pretty good insight. And also on this album, on Drano and the Give Up, Peeling Scabs, and I think even Screaming at the Rain and Mini Miyaza, on those songs they actually start showing some humanity.
Okay.
Because all the other City Morgue songs, they're just reckless. They're like, we kill, we trap.
And we've got RPGs under the bed.
Yeah. Like literally one of the songs he's like, I'm happy I sell crack. I'm happy I'm killing people.
I'm happy this is my life.
Yeah. But then like in this album he starts talking, it's like my mum was like telling me to get like to go
Get a job.
not get a job, to go fucking therapy. Like they're addressing like some deep shit, and they like they do some anthems there as well. Like they got really good hooks,
Yeah.
and I think the best way to describe this album is just listen to Drano featuring Denzel Curry. That song from it sets the tone of the album.
Okay.
There will be a few songs here and there that are gonna be like the old stuff, which is just pure fucking energy, darkness, vibes, and it's fucking hard because it's just the BPM, it hits you. But yeah, really good album, man. And as I said, man, I'm excited to see what they do. I think if this album came out earlier, I'd probably be high up the list. Because again, I've only listened to it for like a
It
week
came
or
out,
two.
yeah. It came
But
out very recently.
the Drano and the Give Up have been on replay for me since I've listened to it.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm excited to see what they do.
We're number 7, right?
Yep.
My number 7 is the debut album from YBN called
Ooh, fair
The
play.
Lost Boy. I fucking love this album. I heard it around because it came around out around the same time as IDK's album, didn't it?
No, I did. I
think it was like I think it came out at a similar time, so I was like in a similar headset for both those like albums. So like really like just nice lyricism. I fucked that up, but it's just he's got really good lyricism in that album. Bad Idea with Chance the Rapper is the last good verse that Chance the Rapper has ever had. But that fucking song is amazing. I've listened to that song so many times. It's in my favourite of the year.
I still haven't listened to this album.
We've got Have Mercy.
I need to. I seems
Mate,
like I might
the
have
fucking
seen
Anderson .Paak song is fucking sick as well.
something.
And then Grandma's House is like a nice little skit.
I mean, it's nominated
Lost
for a
and Found.
Grammy, so I'm guessing.
Yeah, mate, it's a fucking great album. He's the best young lyricist out there. Bro, dude's like 19 or 20.
No, he's our age, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's
So like, and he's fucking like going blow for blow with like some like those like lyricists
but
out there now.
You still have to keep in mind.
And he's got a lot of time to grow as well.
lyricism that's dying out, though, isn't it? But I
And
feel
he's like the only young guy like keeping it up, like really holding it up.
it's weird because it's become like a niche market now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Lyricism is niche.
Yeah, it is. Because like,
It's not the mainstream anymore. It's not what
No.
people look for. You have to. There's like a certain audience, a certain demographic that likes lyricism now.
like pure lyricism.
Purists.
Because you can have like lyricism.
Purists. That's purists.
Yeah, because you can have lyricism like Young Thug's lyricism, which is just like funny and like.
Godly. Got to.
Or you can have like actual lyricism.
I know.
which
No
is
Young
why
Thug
Ben
slander is
Corday-
gonna be tolerated from me, bro. Never, ever. Young Thug's fucking lyricism is on his own level.
But anyway, Lost Boy by YBN Corday is a great album.
I play. That's your number 7.
That's my number 7.
My number 7, and I don't know why. I think it should be higher. However, all the other albums are there for a reason.
Okay.
Number
So you want to
7
put it higher? But
I want to put it higher, but the albums above it
the threshold's too high.
are there for a reason.
Mhm.
Number 7 is Zoo.
Zoo.
Zoo's number 7.
Yeah.
Number 7.
I'm just gonna get into my number 6 then, because Zoo is my number 6.
Yeah.
Fucking great album.
It's a good album. It's just a bit forgettable.
little
As a
bit.
project.
As a project.
As a
yeah.
project, it's forgettable.
There's like one or two songs that I just sort of just skip when I hear it again.
Ricky's a fucking great single.
Fucking sick single.
Yeah, it's a really good album, and like Speedboat again. Like, I think the singles really stand out from the album.
It's quotable as well, because we've been saying that
Very quotable.
ever since that song came
Very
out.
quotable.
We were like big talk.
Stacking pennies in a
Speedboat.
jar. Big money.
Birds is a
Big
good song
chains.
as well. Wish
Big
is
guns.
a fucking great song. I love that song. Mate, the first like
More
six,
power.
the first 6 songs on that album are just straight
No,
hit.
It's a good album.
Zoo, Ricky, Wish, Birds, Automatic,
Wish-
and then Speedboat.
Wish is my favorite song on the album.
That's 6 songs in a row that I would never skip.
Bro, like the amount of times I used to play Wish in the bar.
Yeah.
And
I read that.
what's the booty shaker? There's a booty shaker.
Shake 88.
Yes,
Yeah.
bro. I played that at the bar once, and like all the girls all the 40s, literally, because there's a certain demographic of girl,
That interlude as well is fucking hilarious.
mate. It's just drunk girls. You put literally,
Oh yeah.
if you find a
If you put a booty shaking
Easy.
song on for those guys, they're gonna. go
that's
ham.
the demographic you're going for.
Yeah.
Drunk girls, Shake 88,
Yeah.
great night.
Yeah.
You're blessed.
My 6, your 7, Zoo. Great
Yeah,
album. So
yeah.
what's your number 6 then?
My number 6. Wait, let me just check Zoo because I feel like I'm missing another song that I didn't give recognition to. Can I see? Yeah. So yeah, Shake 88, Speedboat, Automatic, Wish. Oh, Birds I think was sick.
Yeah, with Rick Ross.
Birds was sick.
Yeah.
Instant transmission, if your man, because that's a Dragon Ball reference.
I probably flew over my head. You know?
That's why I rate. But yeah, I rated that hook. But yeah, Zoo's a good album. I just feel like
I just like that he went a little bit more. He's just bangers. To keep you entertained until I come through with the next concept album.
It did its job, and I really enjoyed that bit.
It's like back to his roots as well in Florida. It's like probably going back to that sound,
especially with the videos and stuff.
Yeah.
Number 6. See, I feel like this could be number 5. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it.
You're killing me with anticipation.
All right, number 6. So Much Fun by Young Thug.
Okay.
I think it should be higher. However, the album at number 5 is there for a very particular reason.
I don't know what it is about that album, but it just didn't hit me, you know.
Bro,
like, I liked a few songs off it, but I just couldn't stick with it.
I'll tell you the thing is.
I understand why you like it, but
the thing about Young
it's
Thug
not for me, I think.
Is that on first listen, you're most of the time not gonna like it. Just because you have to catch the flow, and his flow is very
mad.
No, it's just his own thing. But Sup Mate with Future, probably one of. I'll be honest with you, it's probably one of the funniest songs of the year. Ecstasy was my favourite song until they put the Machine Gun Kelly feature on it.
Oh yeah.
Ecstasy was Ecstasy.
Yeah.
Like that is such a sick hook, but I haven't touched that song since the MGK feature, which is probably why it's number 6.
Just because of that, why you knocked it down a whole spot?
No, just not because of that, but that was my favourite song.
Yeah, and then they fucked it up.
That was my favourite song.
Yeah.
For a long time. Hot.
Fucking banger. Mate, that's a fucking banger.
Need I say more?
No, you don't need to say more. Do you prefer it with Travis Scott or without Travis Scott?
Without Travis Scott. I think the original is good as it is.
Get that. Have you listened to the deluxe version that came out today?
I wanted to, but that's the thing.
Is Millions on the original one? Because I listened to that and that was quite good.
No, Millions is not the original.
That's a good song.
Well, don't spoil it because I was sort of keeping it for another time. However, it doesn't matter. I don't think the deluxe version would have pushed it up anymore.
No. Well, that's fair enough. It's a different album.
Surf with Gunna is also really good. It's just them saying surf, surf, surfy.
Yeah.
That's a good song. Jumped Out the Window is now my favourite song though. Jumped Out the Window is just the best song
I don't remember that one.
Jumped out the window when I fled on the cops. Had to run cause I had meds in my socks. Hit the rocky road.
I probably only listened to it fully all the way through.
It's
once.
good because when he says jumped out the window, the 808 hits as well.
Okay.
The timing is amazing, and then Pussy's a good song as well. You was a pussy.
Oh,
you was a pussy.
Yeah,
mate.
That was a good song.
Song. Those songs are like, why is that? The only problem I think the album is that 19 songs is a lot.
Yeah, I think that's what threw me off. I saw 19 songs. It's over an hour long as
and
well,
the
isn't
London's
it?
on it as well, but I don't really care.
When I listen, if I'm gonna listen to an album, I want to listen to the whole thing.
Yeah.
So when it's over an hour, unless it's got something meaty to it, I can't really do it.
It's a good album. I think it's one of those things where you have to just play it whilst you're doing something.
Mm-hmm.
It's a perfect pre-drinking album.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because it's not an album you lie down and just listen to the music and look at the ceiling. It's not.
But
it's not meant for that.
Young
it's meant
Thug's
to hype
known
you
as
up,
a singles artist, isn't he?
Who?
Young Thug's got good albums, but he's definitely known for his singles. It's
his biggest songs are usually the songs on his albums that aren't actually singles.
That's true. Why?
With that, I mean, with that was that was. So it was released I think it was released first as the album version.
Yeah.
And then they made singles later.
Yeah.
So I think Young Thug just releases his albums.
Yeah, because Hot wasn't a single.
Hot wasn't a
it
single.
just was one of those ones that popped off.
So I think he just releases part of albums and then from there which is good because the London was the single.
That's true.
For this,
that was a good song. I like that song.
But I think that was also one of those singles where it's a single, but it's a single for all artists involved.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure they reused that for different albums. But yeah. Number 6, So Much Fun, Young Thug.
Now we get into the
nitty gritty.
Squeaky bum time.
Indeed.
Oh, no, that's not squeaky bum time's like number 1 and 2.
Nah, for me, top 5 is tight, man. Top 5 is very tight.
Okay. I don't know what you put for the number 5, but you definitely don't have this album on your top 10.
Okay then.
Or top 50 or whatever, because I don't think you listened to it.
Alright.
But Plugs I Met is a fucking sick album by Benny the Butcher. Bro, it's pure boom bap, drug rap, lyrical. just fucking sick stories about his life. Like you can tell this guy has lived this life, and he's like been in this shit. Like how like. You see with Pusha T, you can kind of get what he's saying.
Yeah.
Maybe he's exaggerating a little bit. Benny the Butcher is like, you can tell just by the way he's like confidently
His name's
speaking
Benny
about
the Butcher as well. Man.
Exactly.
That's a bad man. That's a bad boy.
Bro,
name.
the song with Black Thought is a fucking. But he went bar to bar with Black Thought, one of the greatest rappers of all time, and he went up there with him.
Fair play, man. Fair. You're not short selling it, that's for sure.
Bro, I think this is a great album, and it's like boom bap, so it's like throwback as well, and it's like of a different era in the modern era.
Wait, because I actually haven't heard of the guy. Is he like new or is he?
Bro, I had never heard of
Is he
Benny the Butcher
underground?
until this album came out and everyone started rating it.
Fair enough. My number 5 is Chasing Summer by Sir.
Oh yeah, okay. I like that album. I ain't in the mood
If I ain't in my bag. With John Redcorn as well. Alone, every night alone. Why am I alone? Literally, you were Sad Boy Times.
Yeah,
Love that album.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chasing Summer is just one of those albums where you having no problems with the girls, you know.
Feel like chasing someone.
The ladies ain't reciprocating. You're going through a breakup. You're feeling alone. Sir's got you, mate.
That is the mood though. Like if you want to be in your head, if you want to be chasing the summer, no matter the time of the year,
Exactly.
listen to that album.
Chasing Summer is just an amazing album. However, I don't recommend listening to it immediately after something bad happens.
Yeah.
Because you will cry on shift in front of your
Oh,
co-workers. So I don't recommend doing that. And I don't recommend
I don't know if I
playing
can
that
relate to that.
Well, that was a very... I mean, someone might relate to that. I happened to my friend, you know what I mean? My friend did that. But yeah,
Little
Chasing
Birdie
Summer.
told you.
Chasing Summer, like, standout songs of Mood and John Redcorn.
The one with Kendrick as well.
Yeah, but for me, the main 2 songs that, like, stuck with me.
I love that song with Kendrick. The music video
That was a single as well.
It was a single, yeah.
Which is, I mean, it's always good to have a single with
That's how I
Kendrick.
found out about Sir. I just saw it featuring Kendrick. I was like, do you know what? If Kendrick's
Right.
giving him the co-sign, I've
Mate,
got to like check this
I mean,
out.
obviously they're signed together, man.
Well,
they're
yeah, but
literally
like
signed.
Kendrick doesn't hop on everyone's tracks, does he?
He helps on most of his conglomerates tracks.
Got to rep your boys.
But yeah, no. So he's been consistently getting better, in my opinion,
Yeah.
because his first few EPs was sick.
Do you think he'll listen to make a song with his brother soon? I
I think Sir's the kind of guy that can genuinely make a song with anyone
Yeah.
and sound good.
Yeah.
Because he has his own vibe. And yeah, man, let's really fuck with him. I'm just excited to see what he can do next because his last 3 projects have all been good. There hasn't been a point where I've listened to a Sir project and not had at least one song that I've liked. Like you have to be in a certain mood, but when you're in the mood, you're in the bag. You're good. Like it's a good fucking, very good project, and it's a very. I think it's different from my other list, but that's the why it's there. It's there because even though I listen to like mainly like rap and stuff like that, it's managed to resonate.
Yeah,
and do
a little bit R&B got in there.
Soul, it's more soul, I'd say.
R&B soul.
It depends.
Kind of cross those. Like,
Yeah, R&B soul. So that's like Jenny Aiko in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's kind of
The
R&B.
song with Jenny Aiko and Sir would be a bit mad.
Heard it hit first, but that's a fucking mad song. And then Pop Gambino for a feature for one little verse.
Whoa!
Or background vocal. Alright, we're getting lost.
He might sing on that as well.
That's what I'm thinking. Alright, so now it's time for your number 4.
Number 4. I wonder. I think we might have the same number 4.
You think so? Where is it?
It might be your number 3.
Go on.
Is he real?
Number 4.
Is he real? Yes. Okay.
Number 4. It just didn't make the top 3. It just didn't make it.
It's my top 3 is like solid for me. I love this album. I think it's fucking amazing.
For me, 3 and 4 could exchange.
Yeah, I get that.
Good album, man.
Mate, Is He Real is like I didn't really listen to IDK that much before that album, but after listening to that, I'm sold on him. I'm ready to invest in this guy.
He's good.
I'm really looking forward to what he can do in the future. Like every song, like the way you can flow into every song.
When I
easy.
sent you that, that's the thing, man. You can shuffle any song.
And then the documentary, I watched that as well. Like so much
that.
thought and like effort has been put into this album, and it's really paid off. And it's conceptual. It tackles a lot of
That's the
different
thing.
things.
I think he really
like, makes fucking 6 songs as well.
I really like the fact that it was conceptual, but one one point that I
Conceptual
had issue
bangers.
with. One problem I had with it is that he wouldn't let you forget that it's conceptual.
Oh yeah.
He wouldn't.
I
Like,
think he was gassed though. Like
I
everyone
understand.
was having-
I understand it, but at the same time, it's like let people just take it in. Because I think it's got more effect if you let people just listen to it.
Yeah.
Find the conceptual.
Yeah.
Because then it gives it longevity. Because if you tell someone, oh, this is,
You can't. Yeah.
you're spoiling it. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
you see, like Kendrick, when
He got
even
impatient.
when releasing Damn, he's like, I don't really want to like give you too much and what like my thoughts behind
Yeah.
it. I want you to figure it out for yourself.
I think that just
IDK
goes
was
down.
like, yeah, this is this.
I think that just comes down to like artistic maturity and stuff. Because
Yeah.
I think he's still very fresh in his career.
Yeah,
And think this is like his first real.
like,
Like,
he said this is his Section 80. So
I can see that.
we're looking for Good Kid, Mad City.
But
Now.
I'm saying like for his first album, I'm guessing this is his first album. Or for his first like.
I think it's
feature
definitely,
album.
It's definitely his first big release as an album. He might have had like mixtapes and like another album before that.
He had IDK and Friends, but that's pretty much like a.
But this is like his first.
Oh no,
like-
I Was Very Bad was his first album.
But then this is, yeah.
I didn't really listen to that. But I'm saying like for his, I feel like this is the first album that he's really.
People know him after this album.
Oh, and also, I do rate the artwork,
Mhm.
but I feel like Goats are overdone now. Can we leave that in 2019?
Yeah, but it's the goat and the sheep. So the sheep is like referencing like biblical.
I know,
And then the
but
goat is. 'cause
I'm
he
saying,
wants
but
to
can
be
we
the
can we
goat
just
and
leave
the
that in
goat.
2019? Because I've seen.
Yeah, I'm done with the
I've
goats
seen
as
too many
well.
people holding goats.
Everyone-
There can only be one goat.
Yeah.
Why is everyone a goat?
Only Messi can.
I
hold
see
the goat.
AJ with it. I saw AJ Tracy with it. I see
AJ
IDK.
Tracy should be nowhere near that, man.
I see IDK with it. Ronnie J. Ronnie J's
Really?
album, he was holding the fucking sheep like a goat, whatever. Like, I rate it. I understand. Let's find something new now. Let's move. Let's move. You know what I mean? Let's.
But if in 2020 Kendrick's holding a goat,
I'll be the dragon.
I'll
I'm
allow
happy
it.
to be a dragon. Mix up, man. But
If I see Drake holding a goat, I'm gonna slap that goat out of his
I
hands.
mean, at that point, you know that the goat is done.
yeah.
So actually, let Drake hold a goat, because when Drake gets to it, it's done. But no, I say going to the album, because since it's like fourth, and since it could have been third for me,
So,
the songs that really stuck with me are 4200 Choices, Alone, 24,
Alone,
Lily. I still call that to this day. Don't chase fast hoes, it don't work like that. That song sticks with me. Porno is interesting as well,
Porno's a very interesting.
because he's
yeah.
like, that's a very like interesting subject matter.
yeah,
And that's another thing
I
about
think
this
for
album.
guys as well to listen to that and like
Yeah,
maybe get into that headspace about where were
understanding.
you when you like first figured stuff out like that.
Yeah,
And
but
it's honestly how it like affects you to this day.
it affects me. Let's not. This is a different conversation.
But that's what. But like the fact that this album is doing this to us,
It's
it like
making you have a
shows you how
conversation.
good it is.
Yeah, but that's,
European Skies is a nice song.
see, I didn't really like that one that much. I didn't even save it. But December, big banger. However,
Oh, yes.
However, I don't know, man. Like he did like reuse a lot of melodies from people, and that's another problem that I have with it. That's something that knocked it down because he's making.
Porno used the fucking. Is it Spice Girls?
Spice Girls, yeah. I'll tell you what I want. That's what I'm saying. Like, I rate the fact that he's using that and he's accompanying it. But I feel like in the future, try and make your own ones. I know that's fucking easy to say, but you know what I mean. Like, I just feel like it's another element because like December very much is just Murder She Wrote with Burna Boy. That's really all that song comes to me, and like it's a fucking bop. I fucking love December. It's one of my favorite songs on the album. But it literally is just Murder She Wrote feat Burna Boy.
Digital as well is good.
No Cable is my favorite.
No Cable.
No Cable is like after December is my favorite song.
Yeah.
Just because the subject matter, like the hook itself is literally just like breaking down so much shit.
Which one's the Run It Back?
Same day Friday. That's the no.
No,
Running
no,
Back.
it's the one that
24,
switches in.
24.
Yeah. Because like the way Alone switches into 24.
Yes, Alone to 24.
Oh my god.
But No Cable for me, hands down. Just the hook for itself. If in fact anyone that just wants to listen to the album, I say listen to No Cable first.
Yeah.
Just because for me personally, if you listen to that song, you'll sort of break it down. Because the hook's like 3 parts, pretty much. It goes to the school shooter, the drug dealer. He was just a drug dealer. No, he wasn't clean. Change the channel. He was just a crazy man. You know what I mean? Like it's the way that he jumps. He jumps like he's like changing the channel. I really like. It's very conceptually, it's amazing, and he fit that in the song, and it still flowed. I think No Cable was honestly.
He tackles a lot of things in that album.
That's why I rate it. That's honestly why it's so high, because he's not afraid to speak out, and he even says that as well. He says it in the album that he's like he's got a voice, and he's gonna use it because a lot of other people aren't using it. That's what he literally said. So I fuck with IDK. I'm
really
excited.
He
Definitely did bits this year, and I'm hoping to hear more from him. And next time, instead of maybe using melodies, maybe now he's gonna be at the level where he can have features.
Yeah.
Because now he
got
might.
a few good features on that, but
Yeah.
you got Pusha T and JID on the same song.
Yeah. I mean, those are big features, and Burna Boy is also like a big feature now.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I guess everyone's going to Burna Boy now.
He does seem like a go-to for.
It's strange, but it's what it is. I mean, there's a lot more of African artists out there.
Popcorn. Getting sleepy.
Popcorn is Jamaican.
Well, I mean that sort of like
He's
style of music.
getting
That style of music, dancehall, pop, Afrobeat.
dancehall,
Yeah.
I mean, they're very different, but
I know
that's
it's
a
different, but
conversation.
like, you know, it's like comparing. You can say that about a lot of things.
I know. But yeah, no, I think it's a good use of a Burna Boy feature. I just feel like people are into Burna Boy at the moment. There's a lot of Burna Boy features.
He's probably just like trying to get that bag right.
I don't blame him. I do the same thing. But again, like, I'm not seeing a lot of Wizkid features recently.
True.
It was like, I feel like the industry likes to just pick one artist, rinse him, find another one. So I feel like maybe next time IDK can pick someone up a bit more underground, put someone on, because now he's definitely got. Because now I think he's cemented himself out there somewhere. He's got a platform, so now maybe try put other people on.
Fair enough.
Because I mean, Denzel put him on.
He's signed to Adult Swim as well.
That's fucking
What is
sick.
that about?
Yeah,
That's
I forgot
mad.
about that. Yeah.
You ready for number 3?
Oh, mate, indeed.
I know we got very different number 3s.
Mate, I think 1 and 2.
I have no idea what you're going for. I'm trying to remember, like, think of the ones you haven't said yet, and I don't know where you're gonna go.
I think 1 and 2 are gonna have very similar.
I think
3 is gonna be the one that's different. That's how I see it.
okay. My number 3 is Ginger.
Yeah,
by
we're very
Brockhampton.
different.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that in honorable mentions, but I don't want to say it because
You thought I was gonna have it. Yeah. I think it's another hit from Brockhampton. Obviously, you're missing Amir, and I do miss Amir so much. But I think what was wrong with everything that was wrong with Iridescence is fixed here, and it's more like going back to the old Brockhampton.
Yeah.
It feels like a Saturation like album.
Saturation 1.5,
3.5
3.5. I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Yeah.
because it's still got the same like I don't know, same like vibe of that, but it's much better produced. They've still got a lot to work on, but standout songs for that for me were
No Halos are definitely.
No Halo's a great song. Sugar is a good song. Do you know what? I fucking love every song on this, you know.
Really?
But Victor Roberts, I sort of skipped that because it's a very long song. It's like
I don't know. That's
It's,
just a weird name. So
it's about the guy at the beginning of the song is Victor Roberts, and it's like the story he tells is something that happened to him,
okay.
and it's like quite a deep story. So I can't always like.
Is it like Facebook story on Frank Ocean's? Like, I had this girl on Facebook, and
Yeah, but
she's
like
why
much
wouldn't you
much
add
deeper. much
really?
deeper.
There's deeper things than not like following.
Mate, this guy is
not
like,
adding your girl on
mate,
Facebook.
this guy, like, his parents were holding a bag for one of his mates that had drugs in it and they didn't know.
Oh,
And the police
shit.
came into their house
That's peak.
and raided the shit, and they arrested his parents in front of him.
That's his fault for that fucking trusting his friend.
Yeah, I guess a little bit.
Yeah,
But,
am I supposed to feel sorry for him for being a dickhead? Come on now.
Love Me for Life, as
Yeah,
Joba's verse is probably one of my favourite verses of the year.
fair play.
I think Joba's amazing on this album, actually.
Are we gonna forget about the slow tie feature?
Yeah, as well, yeah.
That's what
Heaven,
I mean.
is that Heaven Belongs to You?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
For me.
Again, Slow Tie, having the fucking best year ever.
I think the title track is good as well. Ginger's a great fucking.
Yeah, it is.
No Halo for me, bangs. Dearly Departed is okay, but yeah, for me, like
I
again,
love the guitar on Dearly Departed.
there was just a few songs that stood out to me, but
Bareface just going.
I can completely see why it's in your top 3.
Yeah.
100%, because they do seem to be.
It's my
coming
most
back.
played, like, my Apple
Iridescence
stats.
was.
Let's
Let's not
forget about
speak about
Iridescence, bro.
Right.
But yeah, my Apple stats when it came back, that was my most listened to album of the year.
Fair play.
You know, just repeat.
My number 3,
I'm excited for this.
Ignorance is Bliss.
No way! Oh fuck! Yeah, you haven't said that yet. Wow. Number 3.
Number fucking 3.
Mate, that was like my number 10-ish.
Bro.
10.5.
Do you know what, yeah? I didn't even think it was number 3 until I started making this list. Because I made the list and I was like, I thought IDK would be top 3 easy. I thought So would be up there. But then like I thought about it and I was like, what's the album that I've come back the most this year? Like,
It's got a
besides my top 2, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And it was this one. Just because Bullet From a Gun, in my opinion, is the best single of the year.
Really?
Best single of the year. Do you know why? Because that song kept me coming back to the album.
Yeah.
That song alone, and that's what a single should do. Because for me,
yeah, that's true.
for me, the Bullet From a Gun, it takes like a lot, like the beat wise, it's very contemporary, but also it's good to hear an English accent over a beat like that.
Yeah, I think it's good for English rappers to branch out more.
And the way he catches a flow so well, but also listen to the lyrics. There's actual lyricism there as well.
There is, yeah.
So for me,
He's
like,
talking about real shit in that song.
for me, that song itself got me into the album, got me hooked on the album. And then I guess
maybe I'm sleeping on this album a little bit. I think for me it's like track 1, 2, 3. So Bullet From Gun, Grease Mode, Red Rum. I really like those songs. What Do You Mean's a good song. Same Old Story is a good song. And then it sort of loses me from there to 8 till 11. I think that's where it lost me. And then Pure Water is an amazing song as well. I think that's just for me. Those songs were like just too forgettable.
see for me it went Bullet From a Gun and then Grease Mode. Those 2 songs fucking banged out. Red Drum, see, is a song that I kind of like, but I don't really listen to it a lot. No Sleep.
I thought it was interesting you got Key on that. I didn't.
No Sleep is an absolute banger. Colours, like, I'm so happy he
Oh
did that.
yeah.
He did that for Colours, and the colours completely changed my perspective on that song. He had What Do You Mean with J Hus.
Yeah,
Big
that's a
song.
good song. Yeah.
It wasn't a song that I like listened to too much, but it's still like a big song. Going Through It, didn't really feel that song. Same Old Story, banger,
Great
and it's on
song.
FIFA as well, so I hear it all the time.
Yeah.
Love Me Not, again, madness. So like literally, there are 3 songs on this that would make my top 20 songs of the year.
What about Pure Water?
Pure Water, I'm not a fan of it.
I love that
You
song.
Wish, when it comes down to the bottom bit. Glow in the Dark, I'm not really a fan of it. Like 9 and 10, tracks 9 and 10, sort of lost me. Gangster's sick, because Boy Better Know hop on. So I rate that he's still got that, like the old school bit of him, like, because BBK, man, it's just good to see them still spitting together, you know. It's good to have that. But You Wish is a big song as well. Said you had beef with me, you wish. Said you, like, yeah, now for me, man, Skepta did absolute bits this year, and I think he's really grown into a good way. But also, he's at this point now, he's an OG.
He's still, what is he? He's in his 30s.
But like he is an OG at this point.
I guess
like,
for the English scene, yeah,
he is an OG
now. Yeah.
and he's the way he's branching out. But also, there's a lot of English artists that do go to the US
Mm-hmm.
and jam with these people and completely change their style.
Mm-hmm.
But Skepta's like kept true to the UK and himself,
Yeah.
and he's sort of
But also being
merging
able
styles.
to.
Yeah. And I honestly, I'm so excited to see what he does next. And yeah, man, I have to put it top 3
But
just because I listen to it so much.
I want him to release more often, because we were in 6th form when Konnichiwa came out, and now you're done with uni.
Yeah. But
And now an Ignorance and Bliss came out.
still though, man, I feel like he was.
So it took over 3 years to do that. 3-4 years.
For me, it was worth it because I mean, I got this
You know
album.
what? I think that's what it was. I think I was expecting maybe a little bit more after all that time, because I really like Konnichiwa.
I didn't expect anything. That's the thing. I didn't come into this album expecting anything. I just saw the album art, which is fucking sick, and I heard Bullet From a Gun, and I was like, I didn't expect, because obviously I'm into more American hip hop.
Yeah.
So for me
So
to
to
hear
that kind of beat,
that kind of
with the
beat,
English accent.
fucking wow, mate, it knocked me out. And then Grease Mode, Nate Smalls, fucking hell, mate, on her knees. She's in a D.
It's a very
All the
like,
trees.
It's a very American album.
From overseas, mate. Grease Mode is just a fucking. If I was at the club and I heard that song come on,
Yeah.
I'm running.
Yeah.
If I heard Love Me Not, time after time,
Oh, I
Only in
forgot
the
about that song as well.
nighttime.
Yeah.
mate, and then also fucking
Mate, Skepta needs to make a
Wait.
song with Jimothy.
Pause.
I would love that.
Love Me
I
Not,
would
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Both features on that, astounding. Because who's the other guy? I'm gonna
So
be.
tie in the music video as well.
People are gonna gun me for not knowing this guy, but
Hey, Slow Tie's had the best year ever.
oh, Be Live. Be Live's verse on this song is fucking sick. I got a brand new thing. She's mad in the bed, bad in the head, mate. Man said, yeah, he stops his verse, and it's like a little pause, like, and you hear the emo, you know, like on fucking.
Oh, the shoosh.
Whoosh, yeah, he's like, whoosh, he's like, got another email from a female. Do you know how sick that is, bro? That's one of my favorite bars of the year. Got another email from a female. Yeah, like, ignorance is bliss. 3.
That's a good part.
Number 3.
Okay.
I'm so gassed by that album. Top 2 now. This is where it gets interesting.
But when I say my number 2, and when you say your number 2, we're gonna know each other's number 1s.
Yeah.
So.
Do you want to say number 2 together?
No, because I know it's gonna be different.
Really?
I know what you picked as your number 1.
Oh, you know my number 1.
I know your number 1, and I know, and you should.
So
know.
I guess I know yours then.
Yeah. Okay. So which way around? Okay. I'm just gonna.
You just go. You just go.
My number 2 is Eagle.
Alright, cool. You're a disappointment. No, it's fine.
So.
You're Freddie Gibson right now.
Which means your number 2 is.
My number 2 is Bandana.
And then my number 1 is Bandana.
And
Your
my
number 1 is
Eagle.
Okay. Let's talk about
Eagle.
Let's talk about Bandana first.
Yeah. I mean, no. How about you talk about Eagle? I talk about Bandana, and then you talk about Eagle.
Okay.
and then-
Eagle.
Sorry. Pause.
Abide by
You
the
talk
laws.
about Eagle. I talk about Bandana. Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
did.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, Eagle. I did not fucking expect this from Tyler the Creator. Fucking hell.
Switched it up.
Bro, yeah, he switched it up. Like, I didn't know where he would go from Flower Boy, but to go in this direction of like blending so many genres, like, well, it was like and to make it a love album, like a heartbreak, a love album. No one would have expected that from him, to create this character as well,
Yeah.
Igor, and like perfect, just like nail it. There was nothing wrong with this album. Nothing wrong with this album.
Yeah. So why is it number 2?
Because Bandana just fucking hits him. This shit's so real. I had to use fake names.
Fair play, man. Fair play.
No, for me, Bandana just hits way harder, and it's like it's more in like what I love, because I love that boom bap,
Yeah.
like lyrical rap, and and I love Madlib as well. He's like one of my favorite producers. So to hear like him doing sick, Freddie Gibbs like just going off in like every song, and then Palm Olive is like one of my favorite songs of the year. Pusha T has like one of the best verses of the year.
Yeah.
I think for me it just tops it. I love Igor, but I like Flower Boy more.
Whoa!
I still
hot
love
take.
Yeah, bro. But
I didn't like Flower Boy
Boy
that
is like it is it for me. I love Igor, but Flower Boy is it for me.
I didn't like Flower Boy that much.
So that's probably another reason to why Bandana was my number 1. Igor was. I think it's like a he just
It's ballads, bruv.
yeah.
Songs are ballads. Period. Like,
every time that song a song comes on, I just enjoy every second of it.
Yeah. Fair enough, man.
Mate.
Go
So
on.
do you want to talk about Bandana?
You
for a
might.
second then?
Yeah, go on. Oh yeah. I got a lot, mate. I was thinking about Igor, innit? It's a madness. Bandana for me is number 2, just because I really liked it. I liked the songs, but for me, it just wasn't as much. I didn't like every song as much, and I think that's mainly down to the fact that I'm not as much into boom bap as you probably.
Yeah.
But also, this song put me back onto boom bap.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really did like the old school, low fidelity, just bars, bar for bar.
Just
like,
going bar for bar,
yeah, but I didn't really see it in the new school too much. And I guess Freddie Gibbs isn't really new school. So
because like, I'm looking at.
he's an old man, but I'm saying that he's
He
really brought back the style for me personally.
Yeah, he's doing his thing. Like,
And I really loved how he did it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bandana period, man. The fact that Madlib made that all on the.
But it's like-
he made. You know who made all the beats on
On
GarageBand, on his iPad.
yeah, he made it on an iPad.
He made it all on his iPad.
It's fucking crazy, man.
And it's a fucking mad beat.
I need to get an iPad.
But no, honestly, I fucked with the album so much. Fake names as well, and also, in my opinion, the best colours of the year.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah,
even better
yeah,
than JPEGs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Maybe even better than
Because
JPEGs.
like the way he, like hits the beat switch, controls like his vocals and like his breathing
his
patterns.
his breath as well.
Yeah,
He like
breath control. That's
his
what
breath
it was.
control was fucking like Freddie Gibbs, man. You can fucking shit and he will float to the fucking sound of you shit. Literally, my man can catch a flow
It's
to
perfect
anything.
flows, isn't it?
Yeah, he can catch a flow to anything, and I think
I'm just looking at all of these, man. Like from track.
I'd say this, yeah.
Bro, 1 to 8, I love every single one of those songs. So, freestyle shit,
I'd
half
say
main,
Mad
half cocaine,
Lib.
crime pays, massage sheets, palm olive, fake names, flat tummy tea. Bro, and then Get Down later on. But
I'd
it's just a
say
fucking great album.
Madlib and Freddie Gibbs are the best duo since Peep and Tracy. So yeah, but I think the songs that stood out for me personally from that project, I
do want to say that I could switch Igor and Bandana easily.
Nah, bro.
But for me, Bandana is number one. I love Igor so much. For me, do you know what it was? When I saw that the album art came out, when that came out, I was like,
Yeah.
I already know this is a sick album. I already know that he's done a madness here. Because we had no idea what he was going for.
I'll say Bandana, Obrigado, one
Yeah.
of my favourite skits of the year.
Yeah.
Just because I didn't expect it.
Mhm. Oh,
Yeah, I didn't expect that, so I was like, alright, cool, this is happening. But it was just so random, innit? It's very random,
yeah.
the way it starts. Freestyle shit,
Yeah.
fucking hell. Fucking hell, man. Mate, that's such a good song. If it's actually a freestyle as well, Jesus.
I don't know. I don't have the information.
But
on
I'm
that.
saying, like,
If it is, then
because
yeah.
if so, his freestyles are better than 90% of people's words.
Everyone's
Yeah. Half main, half cocaine, trap beat. What?
Yeah.
And a switch up.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Fucked with it heavy. Crime pays is literally what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
But he breaks it down. Massage seats, I already said that out. Palm Olive's alright. I didn't really.
Palm Olive, I think, is an amazing song.
It just didn't stand out to me. I preferred Fake Names personally.
I feel like it was Fake Names. Oh yeah, Fake Names is. Oh, yeah, I get that.
Giannis is an interesting one, but I feel like Anderson .Paak should have been on the hook.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I just didn't feel like it wasn't as catchy as I wanted it to be. You know.
Mhm.
It was I don't know. It wasn't as much of a song I liked. Education's amazing. Soul Right is amazing. Cataract sick.
Oh, Karas is.
My personal favourite was Situations.
Yeah.
Yeah, Situations. I don't know what about it is. It's a certain vibe, and I really resonated with it. Baby, it's some sticky situations.
Do you want to talk about Eagle? You're number one of the
How
year.
much time you got left on tape, bro?
Oh, we haven't been recording. Oh, Jack.
We got what?
No, we got time. We got time.
Cool.
I think. I mean.
Where do
Oh
I
fuck!
begin?
It's past midnight. You know.
Bless.
We've actually been talking for time.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun to edit. But yeah, my number one. Let's see if I can edit in. Igor. First things first. Album art. Fucking hell.
Great album.
He created a whole fucking character, probably to deal with his heartbreak.
Yeah.
Fair play,
Yeah.
man. Some people do way worse stuff to deal with heartbreaks. My man made a masterpiece on heartbreak. Do you know what I mean? That's literally the definition.
The best artists do.
That's the definition of taking a bad situation
Yeah.
and making something brilliant out of it. And for
What was
some,
the music video for that? Which song was that? The one where like he's chasing that guy around the mansion.
Boys a gun.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm saying it's
the storytelling in the music video as well, the way it relates to the song.
I'm saying that the key point about Equal is that it's a gay love story, but really you don't look at it as a gay love story. You see it as a
No.
love story.
Yeah, but with the
And
goggles
that's-
that we know about Tyler's sexuality,
But I'm
it's
saying,
different.
the point, the reason why it's such a good album, is that it doesn't really matter who he loved. It doesn't
You
matter.
can relate to
I'm saying-
anyone.
It doesn't matter that it's a gay love story, and that's why it's an amazing album, because you can look at it and be like, wow. It doesn't really matter that it's between the guy, because a lot of people will go into it feeling like, oh, this is a gay. I can't listen to this. It's a gay
Call
album.
me by your rap name.
Do you know what I mean though? But it's good because it crosses the line,
Mhm.
and like Kevin Abstract maybe paved the way
Mhm.
with this kind of stuff, but like he did it very differently. He was.
Well,
he used
I think
explicit-
without Kevin Abstract, you wouldn't have. Maybe Tyler wouldn't have come out in the way he did, and you wouldn't have Lil Nas X saying what he like coming
Yeah.
out the way he does as well.
But I'm saying it's interesting because the way Kevin went about it was just purely being as crude.
But that's the way he had to do it.
And
He had to shout like.
That's what I'm
"Fuck,
saying,
like,
that's what
this
I'm
is
saying.
me.
That's the way he did it. But the way Tyler did it, he did it in a way where, because Kevin used shock value,
Mm-hmm.
and that shock value really helped people understand and be less judgmental.
Mm-hmm.
Because do you remember all the reaction videos of people
Yeah.
watching it?
Yeah, I've seen compilations.
Mate,
of
I watched
people's
compilations
reactions to.
Fucking hell, of him saying he gave his somewhat head or something like that.
I think it's Gummo.
Come on, anyway, everyone like listens to the song, starts bopping. There's like, it's a
Yeah.
great song. He
He's
says
like,
that
"Ooh,
line and they stop.
Ooh. Yeah, and they all get shocked.
They
It's
stop.
Like, what?
They're like, well,
Shocked to the system.
I don't want to listen to this anymore.
Mhm.
But the way Tyler went about it is that this is what it is. But like,
Yeah, it's not-
because of the way that he addresses it,
This is a love story. It just happens to be a
it's
gay
literally, and that I think that's the best thing about it, because other people may try to be commercial with it.
one. Yeah,
He didn't commercialize. He's like, this is a story.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
he went pure
He
artistic
never-
with that as well.
He never explained it as well.
No,
He
no,
hasn't
no.
spoken of it. He just left it as is. And I
I
think
haven't seen an interview of people asking him like what exactly is that? Is it inspired of someone? But I do like that.
I mean, obviously,
There's
it's
like a mystery around it.
Igor is definitely someone.
Igor or someone.
Yeah, like
So I always thought
take
that,
the name off Igor. It doesn't have to, his name doesn't have to be Igor. I'm saying Igor is like a caricature of someone that
So I feel
he
like
loved.
Igor's him.
Or him.
I think that's him like wrapping up his emotions in the character
See, I
and
think
projecting it to about someone else.
I guess mine is more just regular traditional, but I think he's just chasing Igor.
Mm.
Because then why would you name an album after yourself when it's
It's not-
clearly not about him? The album's not about him.
No, it's not about him, but I feel like
The album
he's
is about
but
his
he's
feelings.
Yeah, but he's taken his. Maybe I need to listen to it again, but the way that you say it, but the way I took it was that maybe he's putting he's like taking all these emotions, separated it from him, and made a character out of those emotions, which is Igor, because Igor is the one that's like heartbroken.
I see what you mean, but I think just because the album just goes in a very narrative structure.
Yeah,
Like it literally starts
Yeah,
from
yeah.
I love you.
yeah.
Like this is amazing. You made an earthquake, and then it ends with I don't
I
love
think
you.
it hits like every single feeling you get when you're like crushing on someone or falling for someone,
Yeah.
and then the eventual like heartbreak and like how it just fucks you up.
And also, there's a lot of real shit in there as well.
Yeah.
Like him talking about the guy's ex-girl
Mhm.
at the dinner
Mhm.
table
Mhm.
with him. He's like, what the fuck?
Why the fuck's your ex girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like the reason why this album is so good for me is because a lot of other albums, it would have been the focus from like outlets as well. Like people in the entertainment industry would be focused on the fact that it's a homosexual album,
Mhm.
whereas in reality, people are treating it like an album.
Mhm.
They're just treating it as a work of art in its own right. And I think that says a lot, and that's a good sign. And I think that is like that album's gonna stand out. And I think if we're gonna be looking back to like 20 years, 30 years, 40 years on like the state of hip hop, 2019 was a big year.
I think 2019 was a year of like 2018 there was a lot of good albums. But 2019 there was less good albums but a more focused group of great albums.
Yeah. But also like it's weird because there's been a massive shift both in the world but in music as well. But I think it's gonna be interesting to see what happens next.
What do you think 2020 is going to be like?
2020 is gonna be like Back to the Future. Mate, when fucking wait, I'm not finished talking about Igor yet. Pause. Pause. No, 2020 is like when Uzi's album drops, that's gonna set.
Okay.
It will drop, and Uzi's album's gonna set the trend.
I
for the
don't
year.
believe.
I think
don't
it will.
believe him.
But no, but back to Igor though. I think aside from the subject matter of the album itself was amazing.
Brilliant.
Musically,
very composed.
The instruments were mad. The bridges were crazy.
Arranged, everything.
Bro,
Yeah.
the arrangements is honestly, man. There's some songs where like he doesn't even say much in some of them, but it just takes you on a trip. And there's been so many times where I just sit down and listen to the album, and it would take me on a trip.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it as well, because you can listen to the album and you associate with certain people in your life.
Mhm.
So there were countless of hoes that came up in my head, bro. I was listening to that album, I was like, oh, this reminds me of her. That reminds me of her. Like, I know it's funny, but at the same time, like, that's what it should do.
Yeah.
Like, you should listen to something that
Yeah,
makes
it's
you...
done something right.
It resonated with you.
Yeah.
I'm an emotional boy. What can I say? So when I hear certain things, I'm like, yeah, I associate. And also Earthquake, song of the year for me.
Song of the year.
Song of the year. You cannot tell me otherwise. Feature of the year and song of the year. Playboy Carti took over this year in features.
Became a meme.
But Earthquake as well. That like every time I hear that song, it reminds me of the summer, and it reminds me of the girl that I was crushing on that song.
It still takes me back to the first time I listened to it. Like every time I think when I listen to the song with Kanye, it always takes me back to when I first listened to it in the summer. So I think that's quite a powerful thing.
Yeah, no man, that just fucking great album. Running Out of Time.
I was listening to that.
That's
today.
another song that I associate with Another Time. Like every song, I feel literally
like
every song.
I can associate that to too many people.
But I'm saying like I literally, no, I mean like I associate in a point in time, like a specific moment. I listen to that song and I'm back somewhere where I was. So Running Out of Time, every time I hear it, I'm back at the concert.
A concert?
But I went to Tyler's show.
Tyler's concert.
Also, that's another point. I went to the show.
Yeah.
Best show probably of my life, maybe. Up there, Frank Ocean.
Better than Charles Gambino.
Frank Ocean was better than Gambino.
That's fair enough.
Because it was my first big show, and it was like, it's just the way it was. But Tyler was amazing because I was on the stands and I didn't feel like I was on the stands, and I was by myself as well.
Yeah.
And it was fucking amazing. But Running Out of Time, and also, mate, there was a lot of shit going on that day. That was a wild day, man. The Tyler concert. Well, that was the day I was gonna put my fucking job on the line. Do you remember? You remember the one I'm talking about?
I kind of remember that.
We had a chat because I got you fucking Morley's on.
Yes.
And then we had that chat. We had that talk because I was going to lose my job. Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, Igor nearly made me lose my job. That's the fucking.
That's why it's album of the year.
Yeah, because it got me to a point that I was willing to give up my job just to have a chance to move to a girl. Literally, I'm not even capping.
Yeah.
An album
because it
made
got
me
you
do
in
that.
your like emotions, isn't
Bro,
it? Bro, it hit you hard.
Imagine, I'm at the show, yeah. I'm checking my phone. This girl's texting me, "Oh, I'm leaving tomorrow. Boom, do you want to come to this motive?"
Boom.
I'm like, boom. Wait, what? And guess what song comes on?
Running Out of Time.
I look up. That song's on. I sing my heart out. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. What would Tyler do? Tyler would lose his fucking job, bro. So, anyway,
fuck Starbucks.
I mean, yeah, fuck Starbucks. That's where I was working.
That's where Tyler was working.
But yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. If an album can make you act crazy,
yeah, they had a real life impact on you.
big time.
Man.
I mean, luckily it didn't because I didn't do it, but I was very close to doing it.
Shall we run through our top 10s quickly?
Go on, yeah.
Just as a recap. We'll do mine first and then we'll do yours. So, 10. I was.
Dickhead.
/ Ignorance is Bliss.
Nah, suck out, man. That's my album. You can't.
Number 9 is Nothing Great About Britain. Crash Talk, The Lost Boy, Zoo, The Plugs I Met, Is He Real, Ginger. Number 2, Igor. And number 1, Bandana by Freddie Gibbs and Madlib. What a fucking album. Well done, guys. Now, Frank.
That's my intro.
What's your top 10?
Number 10, recap? Members Only, Volume 4. Number 9, All My Heroes Are Cornballs. Number 8, As Good As Dead, what do they call it? Oh, just City Morgue Volume 2. Oh, so I might as well just said As Good As Dead. Whatever. As Good As Dead. It's number 7, Zoo. Number 6, So Much Fun. Number 5, Chasing Summer. Number 4, Is He Real? Number 3, Ignorance is Bliss. Number 2, Bandana. And number 1, Igor!
Bro, I'm gonna have to turn that shit down.
Igor Kwiatkowski.
Alright, who was your favourite producer? Who was your favourite producer of 2019?
Tyler the Creator, because he produced Igor.
Yeah,
he produced Igor, so.
That is Kenny Beats for me.
Of course, yeah, you shook his hand, so now you have to put him in the video. You're
What's
a
up,
waste,
G?
man. You only asked that question so you can say Kenny Beats.
Yes.
Honestly, that's
Right.
such a leading question.
Yeah. I had to get in
But
there.
yeah, I'm sticking with Tyler on that one.
That's a good shout.
Self-produced, man.
Bro, he's probably the best rapper producer out there right now.
Nah, Ross.
I'm rendering at that.